Hello everybody and welcome to the very first Zombie Gunship Survival live stream on Facebook. I'm Nicolas, I'm from Flare Games, I'm one of the community managers working on the game, and I'm joined by Bon. How is it going?
Good. Right? How's things?
Yeah, good. I'm pretty excited. So it's the very first time we're gonna live stream ZGS. I think we're gonna say ZGS for this live stream. It's gonna make things easier. Today we're gonna be playing a work in progress version. So a beta version, something that the devs are using, something that the devs are working on, and so I think it's good to remind people what is Zombie Gunship.
So Zombie Gunship Survival, which is what you're going to see today, is basically following the steps of Zombie Gunship, which is an original game made by Limbic, released back in 2011, a huge success, tons of downloads, people really love this game. And we're now collaborating with Limbic in this new installment, which is basically going to take everything that was really good about the first game and just blow it up.
Much better.
Make it much better. Exactly.
Good, great. So today we're going to be playing missions mainly, and we're going to be talking about the AC-130 that you can see on screen. So we're not going to show everything we have in this work in progress version. And what you're going to see today is subject to changes, and there will be more improvements. But this is what the devs have been working on so far. And it looks pretty good. I have a lot of fun with the game. And so we're going to be talking about weapons for the AC-130. We're going to be talking about weapons for the troops as well. We're going to get into that. And we're going to be playing a few missions. Yep. So this is the main screen. And as you can see, I can go into the hangar and have a look at the loadout I'm using for the AC-130. That's a pretty nice model, by the way.
Yep. And yeah, work in progress. Again, this is something that you can expect to look much better down the line.
It's already quite good, but
thank you.
looking forward to the next versions, clearly. So as you can see, I have 3 slots for the weapons for the AC-130, and right now I'm using a MG556 and a Cannon 30, and obviously, you can change weapons. So there are different types of weapons in ZGS for the AC-130. What sort of weapons can we expect in the game, or what sort of weapons do we have in this current version?
So we work with different weapon archetypes, is what we call them. So different weapon classes, in a way. Within each weapon class, you will have different variations of each weapon that, for example, if you take the minigun on the bottom left there, there's a rapid firing, low damage. There will be different versions perhaps that do more damage, but they fire slower, or have a bigger spread. Things like this are basically going to be part of your arsenal, and then you can customize your options based on the threats that you find.
Okay, so obviously I already have a few weapons. I guess when you start the game, you have 1 or 2 weapons, and then you start unlocking new weapons. I'm gonna use the MG and the Cannon for this one. So basically, you can select your loadouts before getting into the missions. So that's for the AC-130. We also have the option to select the weapons for the troops. So we're gonna have a quick overview at the weapons for the troops. I guess, is it the same system?
It's a similar format. So basically, again, we have different weapon archetypes, which are different, say, troop classes. So for example, you have the assault here selected. We have the scout. We have demolitions. And so basically, each weapon type will define the role of the troops in battle. And these are things that you have to customize and strategize with to make sure that you defeat the challenges that you come across.
Okay, so I think that's pretty much all for the weapons. We're gonna get into more details later during this live stream. But if you have any questions about weapons for the AC-130 or for the troops, I suggest you keep them for now, and we're gonna spend some time at some point to answer those questions. I suggest we jump in a mission right now. Yeah. Okay. So this is the campaign map. What we have at the moment. Again, this is work in progress. So what's the situation right now? So we have.
Yes. The idea is that you're in this location, and you have the AC-130, which is a great tool for the zombie apocalypse. Really, it's kind of a plus. And what you will be doing is basically exploring nearby locations and finding locations where you can raid for resources.
Okay.
So basically, this will be all nearby locations that you can deploy your troops on a mission.
Okay, so it's all about survival.
Yes.
But you have the great advantage of having an AC-130.
Yeah, it definitely helps. Yeah, it's a good help.
So I'm gonna play one of the missions in this area. As you can see, you have different missions. And so there is the very first one and the side mission. We're gonna get into that later. But if I select the very first one, nice and simple, again, I can change the loadout and I can start the mission. I can also see the type of enemies I'm gonna be facing during this mission. So right now it's in easy. We're gonna play it and using the MG 556 and the Canon 30. So that's what I like to call the deployment phase, I'd say. So what do we do in this screen?
Here basically you are going to deploy troops, and these troops have the mission of getting into that building right there in the middle. And you can see what you can actually raid at this point.
Oh, sorry about that. Again, this is a work in progress version. So that's the building, that's the objective, the main objective for your troops.
As you can see, you can see the line of the deployment marker that you can move around and choose a safe location. In this case, your target is sort of barricaded and fortified. Okay. And the one place that is open is unfortunately offended by a tower. Okay, so that's the tower. So towers, they attack me and they also attack zombies. They will attack both, yeah. Okay, so you need to optimize the pathfinding of your troops based on the firepower of your AC-130 so that you can destroy them before you reach them, basically. What do you think? Should we either find another way? Yeah, like if I do this, that's a good idea right there. So basically, you need to focus then, deploy troops there, try to support the troops in breaking a path by destroying that autobus there. Yeah. And that way you can also avoid the tower, which will otherwise be helping for you by taking out zombies. I see. Okay, so let's get into the game. So right now, I'm actually controlling the firing the weapons of the AC-130, so I can zoom in and I can actually. Yeah. So the idea is you are basically the gunner in this. The AC-130 is flying in circles around this location, and then you operate the guns that you have at your disposal. So again, I have low firepower compared to my troops, so I'm going to help them. So you can zoom in and you can have, I think I need to have a good overview of what's going on the map. I see there is one spot up there where the zombies are appearing. So I'm going to try to kill those zombies. There we go. I'm going to zoom a little bit. Use my cannon. So right now my troops are in the building. Exactly. So at this point, they get in the building, they start getting as much loot as they can. And you can see on the top left, the bars are progressing. Once they're done, they will be evacuated, hopefully, if you're able to handle this. Okay, let's prepare a little bit. Let's clean all of that. There we go. So again, that's a lot of zombies getting close to the building, and that's I see a timer. That's the evac. So that's so I need to wait for like 22 seconds at the moment until the chopper arrives, basically. The same helicopter that deployed you for this mission is now picking you back up after you've looted and gained the resources. Then we're good to go. Just have to make sure he survives. I think we are good. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. Not so good. Again, this is the scary part. You need to always have a good understanding of what's going on the battlefield, because you can have zombies appearing from pretty much anywhere. Yeah, I mean, you know. So again, the victory screen, we can see the supplies we actually collected. So there is a system. We're not going to talk too much about it in this live stream, but there is a system with resources and supplies that you can collect. And again, you can see. So I got some experience. You can level up. So that was the first mission. At a high level, then at this point you have looted this location successfully. You've gained some valuable resources. And these resources will then help you improve your arsenal, for example, and the location where you are, which is super useful. So as you are able to collect more resources, you're able to upgrade your AC-130 as well. Okay, so that was the first mission. Again, if you have any questions about what you have seen in this mission, just post them on the Facebook page. And so that was the very first mission. Again, the layout of the map is always subject to changes, but it was easy because we need to the first mission shouldn't be too difficult. And what we can have a look at is the map right now changed. So we unlocked the second mission,
So if we go back to the first one, you can see we unlocked medium difficulty level. We also unlocked the second mission of this map. So Matthias is asking if you are able to upgrade weapons in ZGS.
Absolutely. So part of the raids will basically also give you weapon boxes.
Okay.
And within those weapon boxes, you guess right, there are weapons. And those weapons you basically use to upgrade existing weapons. So there is a system in which you can discover new and better weapons, and at the same time continue to upgrade your arsenal, the weapons that you have already unlocked.
So it's a marathon, a race to survive in the zombie apocalypse.
Yes. You will need every bit you can get. So you need to basically constantly engage with the weapons, make sure that they're upgraded, and so that you can progress that map.
Okay, so again, there is an entire mechanism about how to upgrade weapons. We're not going to talk it too much about it during this live stream, but there is a system to upgrade weapons, and we're going to probably talk about it another day. But if there is no further question for now, I suggest we jump into second mission and see how we do. So again, same zombies, but this time we have 2 buildings to collect. We might have another question soon. So Kawas is asking if we can change the troop loadouts. So I think I was about to get into that. Yes, you can change the troop loadouts. So I think it's good to get into the loadout screen. So again, you have the one for the AC 130 that you can change depending on the mission you're playing, but there is the troop loadouts screen as well. And same system, if I tap on the weapon, I have the different weapons that I unlocked before. So I unlocked those weapons during my play session. And so we have those different types of weapons you were talking about earlier.
So your weapons here, I guess your choices are limited. You have 2 assault weapons here, the MP5 and G36.
I know.
You need to work on that. But for now, I guess we could explore the shotgun, which is basically the weapon for the scout class. Which is basically the shotgun, as you can imagine, is widespread. So it's really good for big mobs or zombies. So that basically your guys can make a stand if the zombies get really close.
Okay.
And each class has some properties as well associated. In this case, for example, the scout will accelerate the rate at which you can loot.
So it becomes convenient for this mission because we have 2 buildings to collect. And if I were using the MP5, for instance, it would take more time. But if I go for the shotgun, then it would be
there
easier.
There are pros and cons, yeah. I mean, for sure, one pro is you will loot faster.
Okay.
Who knows what else is in this level? So I don't know. Let's hope that is the right choice.
Suspense, yeah. The beauty of live streaming, you never know what you're gonna find during the mission. So the challenge is a little bit more important. There are 2 towers. And I can see, so the 2 buildings we need to loot. One has supplies and the other one has metal, right? Okay, and we have 1, 2, 3, so one between the towers, the spots where the zombies appear.
Yeah, so the trees, so those are basically where the zombies will be coming from.
Okay, so that seems a wise choice.
Yeah.
But we could try to... Let's play it safe for now. Okay, so again, the mission is starting and we can see the towers are attacking the zombies right now. So I don't have to focus too much on those zombies. Actually, I do. This one is going for the troop.
If you notice that you were just outside of range of those towers when you deployed, that means that since the zombies are coming out of those 3 locations, they will be mostly focused on taking them out rather than your troops.
So the deployment phase gives you the opportunity to optimize the pathfinding of your troops so that you can focus more on at least looting one building and then focus a little bit more on the rest.
I should warn you though that your next building is right across in between those 2 towers.
So what you're saying is I should start attacking those towers right away so that I can make sure that my troops are not attacked by the towers. So again, I'm going to try to switch between the cannon 30
so there you go. He's finished with the first building and now he's heading over to the second one.
That's a lot of kaboom. Let's zoom in a bit because I'm going to destroy this tower and this looks awesome. Explosions look amazing. So I'm going to keep killing those zombies. I don't want too many zombies to reach the building. I can see that. Yeah. So the troops are reaching the building, so that's good. And we are collecting the resources now.
Again, yeah, collecting metal and supplies. Oh, nice.
That's a lot.
I suggest the cannon. Yeah.
Boom! There you go. So we have a lot more zombies there. So that's the two spots where the zombies appear on the left and right are. So I'm using the shotgun right now, and it cleans a lot. Like it's much easier for my troops to kill a lot of zombies that are stacked together. But nothing replaces the AC-130 clearly.
Not really, no. Not in that regard. Looks like you're pretty safe.
I think we'll be fine. I think it's time to leave, actually.
Good timing.
So that was, I think going for the shotgun here, again, when there are two buildings, maybe more, I think it's wise to, switch weapons and have different weapons based on the challenges you'll be facing during the missions.
Yeah, and again, this is work in progress as well in this regard. So we're exploring different options in which your choices as a player and the classes that you bring to battle will actually affect the outcome by saying, for example, the scout here, helping you loot faster allows you to get out quicker, which always helps. But in different levels and different circumstances, there might be other choices that are better.
Again, we are not going to see all the weapons in this live stream, and like you say, it's work in progress, so always subject to changes. So we had a look at the weapons for the troops. We're gonna wait a little bit, see if anyone has any questions. I think there are some coming soon. Alicia is asking if we can evacuate before the mission ends.
You can, yeah, that's something that we actually can look in the next mission, but there is a button there always available to you. If you see that things are not looking very good, you might just try to focus in one building, get as much as you can, and then just get out.
Okay.
It becomes very relevant when you're playing more challenging levels, like in medium and hard difficulty. This is something that you will probably have to do on a regular basis, which is let's deploy really close to the target building, you get what you can, and then you bail.
Okay. So there is always the option to evacuate if you need to. So I guess, if you see that your troops gathered a lot of resource already, but you see that you're not going to manage to survive or finish the mission, you can evacuate.
Yeah, I should say, because maybe obviously if your guys get killed, you get nothing.
Yeah.
So it's a risk-reward sort of choice as a player.
Okay, so Keza is asking if you have friendly fire in the game.
You do. So that's another thing to be careful with. You have to always be protecting your troops. Zombies will get really close.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when they get too close, you need to be very, very specific and very accurate with your targeting, or you will actually damage your troops. So
we're gonna get into, looking at the weapons for the AC-130. We'll see that there are different types of weapons, like you said. We're gonna go back to the hangar actually, and have a look at the different weapons we have. And I know you're a huge fan of the rockets.
How do you know?
I don't know. I've seen you playing.
Yeah, it's just a great weapon.
So again, if you use weapons that have a lot of splash damage, you need to be careful that if zombies are really close to your troops, you may prefer using the MG instead of the rockets.
So the rockets, for example, we'll see them. Are you going to bring them to battle, or?
I think we're going to say go rockets for now.
So they're not very good if you're trying to avoid the situation that we were just talking about. If you're having zombies approach your troops and they're getting really close, you don't want to use the rockets.
Okay.
So they're like a very high damage but not very accurate weapon. Regardless, I love them. They're really good.
Okay. We're going to have a quick look at if there's any further questions. Is there anything else? Let's see, there is. So, do you lose the loot when you gathered until you have to evacuate early? So, if you evacuated but you gathered some supplies, do you lose them? Do you keep them?
Whatever you've looted is yours, as long as you rescued your people. But anything that is left behind is obviously not yours. So, if you had, for example, in that last level, 2 buildings, you were able to loot one, and then you're like, it's not looking good, and you bail, then you get the loot from that first building, but you will not get the loot from the second building that you didn't loot.
Okay, so if you're not ready to finish that mission yet and you need supplies to improve your weapons, then you can basically use that evacuate feature to...
It becomes, again, as a player, your choice to, do I want to push it, do I want to risk and try to loot the second building, get more out of this battle, or you could just play it safe and be like, I got enough for what I need, I'm out, because I know that there is a high risk.
I wouldn't evacuate.
We'll see, you might be in a situation one day.
Okay, so I suggest we try maybe the side mission. So we're gonna have a quick look at this one, see what they have. So it's 2 buildings again. Let's have a look at this one and see if we can finish this mission. So that's what I call a side mission, and this setup is slightly different already, right? So I can see that the deployment phase is much smaller.
Yeah, so there's not a lot of room for choice here. So the interesting thing here is to consider your options with the arsenal that you have.
Okay.
So at this point, you cannot really choose where to deploy, but you do have a gunship, and that works in your favor.
Yeah.
So for example, this is something that you could try right here in the middle.
So this
I would suggest you try to take that out.
Okay.
And then you will see as the troops basically recognize that an open path has become available. And then you will see that they, instead of having to go through the flanks, also notice the zombie spawners on the right side. That path brings them dangerously close to them.
Yeah.
So you really want to destroy that obstacle in the middle and have a straight shot at it.
Okay, so this is the beauty of the deployment phase. You can really optimize. Think about the strategy you're gonna use. So there are 2 spots where the zombies will appear there, 2 other in the other side, and this is the building you need to loot. It's 700 supplies. It's quite a lot, but it's quite good. And we're gonna see how destroying buildings and elements on the battlefield can change the pathfinding of your troops. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna win.
Go for it.
So, this is the current pathfinding of the troops. I'm gonna destroy this building in the middle.
And there's the rockets.
There you go.
Isn't it pretty?
Yeah, it does. Now I understand why you play with rockets all the time. I'm still gonna support my troops and kill those zombies. I don't want my troops to get distracted by the zombies.
And like the thing now is that you actually have on... Oh, they broke it. But on the right side, you basically have...
That's risky.
The barricades working on your favor as well, which is good.
So I can kill the zombies that are trying to destroy the barricades on the side, so that I can keep them. Yeah. Okay, it's going pretty well. So my troops will reach the building fairly soon. Ooh, it's not good. Okay, let's use the rockets one more time.
Also, the zombies are actually not too bad. They know that if they go that way, they'll basically break that barrier. So they have their own pathfinding, and sometimes they might surprise you by some of the decisions they make, actually.
But I can use that in my advantage as well. If I see that a lot of zombies are using the same path, I could just wait for the right moment to...
So you have that going for you right now, which is basically you're funneling... The zombies are coming from here, the zombies spawning on the left side, to your building on the right, and they're just basically following that path. That means that you're like... Here the same thing.
Yeah.
You're going through these choke points that allow you to basically focus your fire on those locations.
Okay. Oh my god. So that is different type of enemy that we haven't seen before. I think you call it the tank.
It's the tank, yeah.
Okay. And it clearly is a tank.
For obvious reasons.
Okay, I'm gonna try to use the rockets on the tank.
So this guy is a sort of high HP guy. Super difficult to stop.
I can see that.
And pretty much always he will get close to you guys, and he's obviously a big threat.
Okay, I'm gonna try to... So the rockets are... Right now I need to focus on the tank, and I see a lot of the zombies coming. And so the rockets are really useful. And I can see that they're trying to destroy the building at the same time.
Yeah, and if you see the building has its own HP bar.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, so that's going down. If that goes down when you're inside, it's game over.
Okay. I'm gonna try to kill those zombies first as well.
That's tricky.
It's tricky. Hold on. Rockets. Okay, almost there. It's tricky.
That close. You were close.
Almost there.
You were really, really close.
It takes I don't think that. I mean, rockets are amazing to kill the zombies, but it took quite some time to kill that tank. Clearly, I was almost there. I was that close to actually get the surprise.
And then you have to get out of that building. And you don't want to be out of that building with that guy next to you. So
yeah. So what you're saying is I should have used the evacuate feature.
You could have. Yeah, that's a good example where you got greedy and you could have just evac with whatever you had and be safe.
All right. Okay. I lost that one. So is there any question about this mission again? If not, we're gonna talk about the weapons for the AC-130 one more time.
So you wanna give it another try?
So
I have a suggestion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Okay. You don't want me to lose that mission again, right?
I will give you a suggestion that should help.
Okay.
Should help.
Go for it.
Go to the hangar.
Okay.
I love the rockets. You know that, but
they were great. I mean, against zombies. Okay. Do you have anything that rockets are great versus zombies?
That's what I'm getting at. Yeah.
Okay.
But
all right. Cool.
The guy that basically ended that for you was the tank.
Yeah.
And we happen to have a really good counter for the tank.
Okay.
And I would suggest that you use that. Okay. And see how it goes.
So I got the cannon, I got the rockets that I just used, I got this one, and I got the MG 556 right now. So I keep the MG because personally I like to use it on the zombies because you with the rockets you have a limited amount of rockets.
Yeah.
Right. So I noticed that if you don't have rockets anymore, then you can always use the MG to kill the zombies. And then, so do I use the fourth one?
The sniper, yes.
The sniper, okay.
So the sniper might be an obvious counter. The tank, high HP, single target. This is high damage, single target. So it's a really good option for the tank.
Okay.
But it doesn't give you the options that the rockets will give you otherwise. So obviously this is a trade-off that you have to make. But seeing as how that last level went, I think it might be the right trade-off. If you lose again, I don't know.
That's it. It's over. So that was one question about friendly fire. Someone asked if friendly fire also applies to buildings. So when I use my rockets close to the building, I need to collect the supplies from.
Right. The friendly fire here does not apply.
Okay.
So it applies to those buildings, like for example, you destroy that obstacle in the middle. It does apply there, but you cannot damage the buildings that your troops are occupying.
Okay. All right.
Good luck.
You ready? Let's do this. So we're gonna do the same mission, and this time I'm gonna try to win. Okay?
Okay.
He's laughing. Look at him.
I don't know. I hope this works. If the sniper doesn't work, I'll apologize and my fault.
Okay. All right. We're gonna destroy these.
Yeah, that worked.
Again.
That was pretty good. That was a good choice.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me focus. Okay, so I'm still gonna kill those zombies because
that's always a good idea.
It worked. So far, it worked. Okay, I need to be careful about those destroying the barricades on the side as well. There we go. I'm just checking the sides as well. So far so good. There we go. So that's the path that the troops were supposed to use first, and then so obviously zombies can use it as well. Oh god, it's fine. So I'm gonna zoom a little bit so that you can see how it looks like. It looks amazing to me. I love it. And I'm gonna try this one.
Alright, so you're loading already? Actually, the question regarding evac. So there is the door icon, obviously work in progress for now, but that is the thing that you can trigger.
Okay.
If you see that you're having a lot of trouble.
So if I press it, I'm not gonna press it because I'm gonna win this.
You're gonna go away, yeah. If you press it, your troops will exit the building with whatever they have so far, and then the evac chop out of his.
There is. Okay. So I'm gonna use the sniper on.
Zoom in.
Okay.
Take him out.
Okay. Boom!
Nice. All right. So that buys you some time.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about him. Now make sure that your building remains protected.
Yeah, I'm checking. So as you can see, I'm switching back and forth between the two sides so that I can have a good understanding of what's going on the battlefield. In the meantime, I can see that my troops almost collected
they're working
half
on
of it. Sure. Let's use the sniper one more time.
Ah.
There we go. That's a bit overkill, huh? For zombies, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so this is, again, that's the trade-off, where maybe if you find a huge mob right now,
yeah,
you could have used the rockets, but at least you've dealt with the tank, which is, I think, a very good thing. What's up?
Yeah. So you see, that's why I like keeping the an MG, because so I can have a very powerful weapons to deal with like the zombies, like the tank, but the MG is very, very efficient versus zombies.
It's the sort of, it's not a one-size-fits-all, but it's definitely your go-to solution for most of the threats. Like, for example, in this case, the sniper. Ooh. All right, so he's done. No, not yet.
Almost.
Oh,
we'll do it. We'll do it. It's so good. It's so good. So the good thing is I still have the shotgun, so hopefully.
Yeah, nice. So this is a good example for the shotgun, basically doing quick work of the sun. Oh, okay, this looks good.
It's good. So again, because it's narrow path, so all the zombies are all together. So the shotgun is amazing, but on this one it's a bit tricky to kill those zombies. But
this is when you really would love to have the rockets. He's okay. I think that's a good choice. Wow. Nice.
No.
Well done.
I did it. It was the sniper.
It's a pro tip.
So the sniper did the job. Like I could kill like the tanks straight away, and I could focus on the other zombies and really make sure that they don't reach the building and start attacking. So so someone Matthias is asking if there will be more zombie types.
Yes. So you've seen 2 so far. We have completed already another one.
Okay.
Maybe a theme for a different stream. But I can tell you that yes, there are multiple zombies, and we continue to grow that repertoire. So we obviously want to make it so that as you progress and you find more challenges, these are going to come mainly from different types of zombies that will pose different threats.
Yeah, obviously. So it's the survival element in the game, obviously. So you progress within the campaign, you find new enemies, new challenges, but you also have the opportunity to use those resources to get better weapons, improve them, and then really adapt. So that's definitely, yes, more zombie types, but I think I'm good with the tank, to be honest.
So you can imagine what other things we could do, for example, to just make things interesting.
Okay, if you do like bigger tanks, can I have a bigger sniper as well?
I guess.
I think I needed to win the mission. Yeah. Again, if you have any questions about what you have seen in this live stream, what you have seen in the previous mission, please post them now. And again, this is the work in progress version. We're in beta, and this is what all the things that the devs have been working on. And I think I had a lot of fun playing those missions. I'm almost happy that I lost, so that I could try the sniper, because I was like, hey, there's a sniper in the game.
I didn't want to end it that note.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was good. But anyway, I think we are pretty much done with this live stream. So today we wanted to focus on the AC-130, the troops, the weapons you can use, and the different elements between this screen to how you play within the mission, deployment phase, everything. And I think we're pretty much done for today. So thank you very much for joining this live stream. I hope you enjoyed. I certainly did. I'm sure you did. You watched me lose that mission. You were like, yeah. So again, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and you're gonna get the latest news. In the future, we're going to post everything there. And if you want to react to this live stream, if you want to post your feedback, or if you have further questions, you can post them on Facebook, but you can also post them on the official forum. And I think we're going to have to end this live stream for now. And, thanks again for watching. And if you have any further questions, again, Facebook and the forum. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.
Bye-bye.